Have you ever wondered about the incredible power that fueled the early Christian church? Today we're diving into the amazing miracles performed by the Apostle Paul, a man whose life was completely transformed by his faith. These aren't just old stories, they're powerful demonstrations of God's authority over sickness, demons, nature, and even death itself. Let's start in Cyprus, where Paul encountered a sorcerer named Elymas who tried to turn a Roman official away from the truth. With a bold declaration, Paul rebuked him, and instantly Elymas was struck blind. Seeing this, the official, Sergius Paulus, believed in the Lord. What a powerful way to show that God's light overcomes all darkness. Next, in Lystra, Paul met a man who had been crippled from birth. Filled with faith, Paul commanded him to stand, and the man leaped up and began to walk. The crowd was so stunned they thought Paul and his companion Barnabas were Greek gods. But Paul was quick to point them to the one true God, the source of this incredible healing. The miracles didn't stop there. In Ephesus, God did something truly extraordinary. The Bible tells us that even handkerchiefs and aprons that had simply touched Paul were taken to the sick, and their illnesses were cured and evil spirits left them. Imagine that. The power of God was so present that it could be transferred through everyday objects. Paul also demonstrated authority over the spiritual realm. In Philippi, he met a slave girl who was tormented by a spirit of divination. For days she followed Paul and his team, shouting. Finally, Paul turned and commanded the spirit to come out of her, and in that very hour it left. He freed her from spiritual bondage, showing that Jesus has power over all demonic forces. Even in prison, God's power was on full display. While Paul and Silas were praying and singing hymns in a Philippian jail, a violent earthquake shook the foundations. The prison doors flew open, and everyone's chains came loose. This miracle not only freed them but also led to the salvation of the jailer and his entire family. Later, during a late-night sermon, a young man named Eutychus fell asleep and tumbled from a third-story window. He was picked up dead. But Paul went down, threw his arms around him, and declared, "He's alive." Miraculously, Eutychus was restored to life, bringing immense comfort to everyone there. Even a shipwreck couldn't stop Paul. Stranded on the island of Malta, he was bitten by a venomous snake while building a fire. The islanders expected him to swell up and die, but he simply shook the snake off into the fire and felt no ill effects. They were amazed, realizing he was no ordinary man. This opened the door for even more miracles, as Paul then healed the father of the island's chief official and many other sick people on Malta. From blinding a sorcerer to raising the dead, Paul's miracles were a clear sign that his message was from God. They weren't for his own glory, but to confirm his calling as an apostle and to display the undeniable power of the Holy Spirit working through faith. As Acts 19:11 says, God did extraordinary miracles through Paul. What an incredible testimony to the power of God. I hope this look into Paul's life has inspired you. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content like this. Thanks for watching.